Most web design agencies in 2025 are going to zero, but it's not for the reason that you might think. Now, it's not because websites are not important anymore, they absolutely are, but it's about how agencies build, sell, and package these websites, which is completely outdated. In this video, I'm going to show you why that is the case and what I'm doing next with a method that I like to call the sell and deploy AI website system. Before I get started, I am saying all of this while being a successful web design agency owner. We've helped over 150 businesses and agencies with their websites and client fulfillment behind the scenes. We're pretty much the #1 GHL web design agency. Now, last month we did over $30,000. So I'm gonna refresh my screen right here and I hit apply. So now you see that last month we made over $30,000. Now here's the thing, for me these numbers don't represent so much like money to buy fancy cars or any of that stuff. Not too long ago, and that's why I get to this picture right here, I was in a job that I truly hated, I really didn't like at all. Now I'm very lucky that I get to solve problems for businesses with something that I'm actually good at and something that I actually like. Here I have a chart comparing traditional web design agencies and kind of what I'm doing now, which I call, as I mentioned, the sell and deploy AI website agency or system. First of all, the main difference in terms of positioning is that traditional agencies are competing on price, trying to deliver quote unquote a pretty website, which I've seen, and a lot of the times they're not even that pretty. What we're doing instead is we're competing on speed, value, and we're trying to resolve a client's pain point. So what this means is different businesses have different pain points. For a business that is trying to get clients organically from Google, the problem that we might be able to solve there is through SEO. On the other hand, if there's a client that is running Facebook ads to a funnel and this funnel has a huge drop off with the number of conversions, the problem there might be building a funnel that is highly converting. So two different businesses with two different problems. In terms of fulfillment, when we're doing everything in the traditional way, 2 to 6 weeks per project, a lot of manual builds, there's a lot of design, mockups, revisions, back and forth with the client, which is like a slow process. With the new method, and it's something that I'm going to explain as I go through this video, we do this in 1 to 2 days with a ready to go system that we deploy for our clients. Now, in terms of revenue, traditional agencies or web designers have a one-time commoditized project. So you may have seen on Fiverr, there's like people charging like $100 for a website. What we're doing now is attacking or solving specific problems for a specific prospect. We're able to charge higher prices, 3 to 5K, and we have recurring offers with GHL's automations and AI, which I'm gonna get to in just a sec. Now, in terms of the client experience, there's two sides as well. With this one, because there's a lot of manual builds, there's slow onboarding, lots of back and forth, as I mentioned, which is like bad customer experience. On the other side, because we're delivering something that is productized, that we've built upfront, when we deliver this, we can do it almost instantly. We plug and play the solution to the client, which is great client experience. Now let's take a look at leverage right here. Each new sale that we get stacks or adds to our client fulfillment, which is something that I hear a lot of agency owners struggle with. Now with sell and deploy, what we can do is have a lot more leverage. We're selling and deploying niche specific productized offers that we've built upfront, and we're simply just deploying it as a system for our clients. For traditional agencies that just build a generic quote unquote pretty website and are competing on price, of course they're going to get replaced by AI. With sell and deploy, what we are doing instead is using AI to enhance our services. So we're not being replaced by AI. What we're doing is facilitating the use of AI for businesses via our web design model. Now you may see all of this and say, I understand this chart, but how does this actually look like in real life or in action? I wanted to show you this website right here. It's one of the websites that we're selling and deploying for our clients. There's 3 things that I want you to focus on this site. The first is that it looks beautiful, but it's not about just looking beautiful, it's what that does for our clients. So for some clients, having a beautiful website is going to make it so that they stand out, which can help them with their brand and everything else. And on the other side, right now, we're in an all-time low in terms of trust. So having a website that conveys trust, that is not only beautiful, but actually has trust signals, is going to make it so prospects on this side right here will be able to book. The second thing is we're prioritizing for a design that is highly converting or is optimized. We want to make sure that we build a website that is highly optimized and is easy for prospects to book from, so that we can convert more of that traffic into clients. Now, the third thing that I wanted to draw your attention on this website is that this website sells books, and answers prospect questions 24/7 without the need of more humans and at almost no extra cost to the client. Now, let's say that I was moving out of this house and I wanted to book a move out cleaning. What I'm going to do is click this right here, and this is going to be an AI bot that is going to reply instantaneously without the need of somebody on the other end, like the business owner, to be on their phone and reply. The bot is doing the selling and answering the questions for me. So in this case, I'm going to say I need a move out cleaning, and now the bot's going to reply, and I've programmed this behind the scenes so that it will not only answer questions but also book on this business calendar. So that's kind of like what it's doing right now. Now in this case, as you see right here, the bot is trying to book me into the calendar. So now as a web design agency, imagine how much more valuable would you be if instead of just offering a website, you offer an entire system. Like, go to a business owner and say, hey, I'm going to save you X amount of payroll, but not only that, you're going to increase the number of conversions and we're going to be able to reply to leads faster. That on its own is an offer that is going to be highly valuable, like I was mentioning right here. All right, so you may see this right now and you say, this is very cool, but how does this actually work, or how does this actually look like? So the first thing is we did a lot of the work up front by creating master plug and play websites that we have on a vault. So in this case, I'm going to show you here, I have 8 different templates and I have a funnel here as well. So these are the type of websites that we're literally copy and pasting right here. We hit clone for our clients and then we can able to deploy them. They're fully built out. We just need to change the logos and a couple of things. Once we have that, what we do is we add a lot of custom effects as well to make them look beautiful, to stand out, to improve conversions. Once we take these two, we pair them up with Go High Levels AI and all of the systems and deploy this as a system as opposed to just selling a website, which is going to make our web design offer a lot more valuable. So that is a system, and that is why most web design agencies in 2025 are going to zero. Agencies that sell commoditized services and are completely ignoring AI are going to get replaced, and that is what my plan is with the new sell and deploy AI website systems. If you're still watching this video, you might be a Go High Level agency owner that wants to sell and deploy websites for clients as well. But if you don't want to build websites from scratch, you don't want to code them, you don't want to spend hundreds of hours becoming a web design pro, you can get our entire system with all of the websites, plug them into your agencies. If you've ever wanted to get fulfillment from us, you can get our entire system, as I mentioned, by clicking the first link in the description.